protest is a right. It's meant to send a message. It's meant to apply pressure. And almost always, that pressure is aimed at the people currently in power. That's how protest works. Protests aren't random. They're designed with a goal in mind. To force attention, to create urgency, to diminish support, to make governing uncomfortable. And in many cases, to make the party in power look like it's lost control and becoming ineffective. Protesting doesn't affect change by itself. It's a leveraging tool that applies pressure by encouraging discontent. And in many modern cases, protest isn't just expressing discontent, it's structured to provoke it.
But that's also where the problem starts. Because once protest moves from pressure to disruption and then to destruction, the people being punished aren't politicians. They're everyone else. Most protests don't begin with bad intent, but it only takes a few bad actors for the purpose to change. Messages get replaced by mayhem, goals get forced onto people who never agreed to them, and costs get pushed onto communities that had nothing to do with the cause in the first place. Bad actors don't promote a message. They kill it. Those costs are real. Businesses shut down. Workers lose pay. Emergency services get pulled away from real emergencies. Cities pay for cleanup. Insurance premiums rise. Increased taxes follow. And who bears the brunt? Not the organizers. Not the bad actors. You, the public, the citizen, the business owner, the taxpayer. People who didn't break anything, didn't block roads, didn't throw anything, but still get the bill. So here's a simple question. If bad actors cause the damage, why don't bad actors pay for it? That's not political, it's logical.
In normal life, behavior has consequences. Damage creates responsibility. But when destruction happens under the banner of protest, that rule often disappears. And when consequences disappear, behavior escalates. Bad acting creates mob mentality. And once it takes hold, stopping it becomes almost impossible. Individual judgment disappears. Emotion replaces restraint. And the very people the message was meant to reach are already turned off by the delivery. Another observation people make, whether they're comfortable saying it or not, is this. Modern protests overwhelmingly target the political party in power. That's expected. But they also tend to receive more tolerance, softer language, or silence from one side of politics than the other. That contrast raises questions. It doesn't require coordination. It doesn't require instruction. It only requires uneven response. Clear condemnation draws a line. Silence blurs it. And bad actors don't need permission. They just need space and an opportunity to act out.
Large protests don't just happen. Transport, signage, legal support, media amplification, none of that is free. When the same structures appear again and again across different causes, it's fair to ask who's funding the machine, who's writing the message. Disruption shifts attention. While everyone's watching chaos, other problems stop getting noticed. Visibility increases, pressure rises, leverage grows. That doesn't prove intent, but it does suggest who benefits. Protest may start with a message, but when bad behavior is introduced and tolerated, costs are transferred from those causing the damage to those having to pay for it. Protest can stay protected. Bad actors can be isolated. The promoters and media propagating bad behavior can be suppressed. Consequences can be applied to behavior, and the public doesn't have to keep paying for it. That's not suppression, that's accountability. Protest is meant to pressure power, not punish communities. And if we can't tell the difference anymore, then it's time to start asking better questions. We present the facts. You draw the conclusions. Protest may be a constitutional right, but it isn't free. And when the bill comes due, it's usually you that ends up footing it. So ask yourself, when good intentions repeatedly lead to bad outcomes, is hitting the streets really worth the cost? And here's the clincher. If protests are meant to advance causes supported by the left, why do they so often end up harming the same left-leaning communities? The businesses, workers, residents, and taxpayers that provide the support in the first place? Join us next time when we change the topic for the next episode of Think Tanked.